No, Jonathan? What? Okay. Obviously happy with the win. I thought that was a total team effort. Took a lot of different guys. Defense, special teams, Zane yet again is someone you can really depend on. Coverage teams, Julian Stanford on the very opening, I think it was the opening kickoff. And, just a really nice job by us. It's a great football team we faced. Obviously they were down some guys today, so, we know that they'll be back. That's a playoff team, an NFC. They'll probably win their division or be in the contention for it. So, but it was a good step for us today. And so a lot of outstanding contributions. First and foremost, I have to start with P.J. Walker. I thought he played an excellent football game. Obviously, Cam came in, gave us a lot of nice plays as well. And I thought a lot of our playmakers made plays when it had to. And then defensively, pretty total defensive effort. So with that, I'll see what questions you have.
Cam was in for 8 plays, I think. Most of them short yardage. Was that the idea? Could you have imagined he would have the kind of start that he did?
He came in, he put the work in on Thursday, Friday, Saturday to learn a package. We kind of came up with some things that he knew. He felt comfortable with him. He's a veteran player, right? So in his mind, it says, hey, this play, I've run this 100 times. It's called this now. And I think the credit goes to Joe and Sean as well, like working with him. And Cam put the work in. And it was a good feeling down there in that quarterback room.
So would you say this is your most complete game as a team this season?
I don't know. It was more complete than last week. That's kind of how short my memory is. So it was a step forward from last week. We've had some good moments. I just challenged the team in there. Can we be a team that does this 2 weeks in a row? Or is it going to be up and down, up and down, up and down? So today was up. We played a good football game. We had a good week of practice. It was a trying week. There was a lot of work being done. Again, I think anytime your backup quarterback comes in and plays the way he played, it gives you a chance, and a lot of good guys rose up around him.
From a non-football standpoint, what did you learn about Cam, what he brings to the team, not on the field?
Not much. I kind of had a good feel for who he is. He's got a ton of energy, but he's selfless. When PJ would score, he was celebrating with him. He's a total team guy. That's what when he came in my office, he told me this is all going to be about winning, and that's what it was, winning. And but I felt like that's who he was. I've seen the all or nothings. I've watched him on TV. I know Cam's a competitor. I think the challenge of the rest of our team was it's not about one guy. It's about everybody. And I think anytime you play defense the way we played it today, you have a pretty good chance. Obviously we're excited to have Cam here. Don't get me wrong. We're excited. I kind of knew he would bring that energy, and he did.
What about Christian? Did he tweak his hammy?
No. He was buzzed down from the observer up top to check him for a big hit, concussion, and was fine. And then late, obviously we were up 4 touchdowns. I didn't want to get him banged up, and I have a lot of confidence in him here. Unfortunately, we had that fumble on the one play, which I couldn't tell. It didn't look like it was Chuba's fault. It was just a mishandling of the ball. But we figured we were going to let Amir take the end of the game, and he made a couple nice runs to cement it. So.
Can you share with us if that game balls?
No, I would probably not do that till tomorrow. I found like every once in a while there's like an amazing thing I'll do it, but we usually sit down as a staff, talk about it, and do it tomorrow.
The energy you saw from this team today, how is it different in line?
It was the same as Atlanta. I just think that's just how it felt on the sideline in Atlanta. We're a team that gets on the road. I think the guys go out to eat together. We like the battle. How lucky are we to have? How lucky are we to have Panther fans travel the way they did? They traveled to Houston. They traveled. I forget some of the other games, but they certainly traveled to Atlanta. And they certainly traveled here. It was a lot of blue jerseys up there, which is really cool. That was just what it felt like in Atlanta. Atlanta was a different type of a game, but in Atlanta we were all fighting for each other, and we were all fighting for each other today. We have to do that at home. That's the next big step for us.
I understand you're just coming out of this game, but do you feel like with a week under his belt that it's realistic that Cam will start next week?
I think all of us would say. I know we're talking a lot about Cam, and I get it, but I think a lot of us would say PJ played pretty well today. So. We brought Cam here to play. There's no doubt about that. He knows that, and there's just an amazing opportunity for PJ. I just want to make sure PJ. If everyone asks me why is he here and why did you guys pick him as your backup? That's why. Right? That's why. So, I had a lot of faith in him and Cam. Cam again. The thing with Cam is everything on his own on the right schedule, right? Like a couple plays, he pulled the trigger on the deep ball today, threw the sprint out with him. He'll have to get into it this week and learn more and more and more. So. But I don't like, you know me, I'm not a big hypothetical guy. I walk in tomorrow, someone's got a sprained ankle. So I kind of deal with it now. So I'm just kind of focused on this game. But it was fun to have those guys out there.
Can you talk about the defensive performance?
I thought it was excellent. A couple mistakes here and there, but you know, anytime you get that first turnover, and it was different. The difference this week is we were able to capitalize on it and get a touchdown, and then Dante with the great interception. And you know, I thought our guys, we gave up a run here and there, but I thought for the most part our guys did an excellent job. I don't forget what the final score was, 31-10 or 34-10 or something, 34-10. I thought our guys did an excellent job of not giving up big plays. We had some communication things. It's a really tough offense. You know, the same offense with Colt and those guys. You know, they scored 30-some points last week, so. You know, our guys were ready for the challenge. We played a lot of guys. They communicated. We got to the quarterback. We stopped the run. It was a good game for us. All that being said, you know, they're an excellent team. They're a team that will certainly be a playoff team.
So Jeff, shot you had of Cam in the red zone. What does that do for you moving forward?
Again, it was just about today for me. I mean, obviously Cam's a weapon. We're going to use him a lot of different ways. He did what he did today off two practice reps. You know, really a day of practice. So. No, I'm not going to. And as you can move forward, I hope you guys understand. I probably won't answer very many schematic questions. I only have a couple of advantages, but that's one of them. So, you know, we have two guys that played excellent at that position today, and so we'll mix and match or play or kind of as we see fit. But it was certainly a jolt in the arm today.
So we'll take two more questions. Just to clarify, if everything goes according to plan, you anticipate Cam Newton to start next week?
I did not say that. No, I didn't say that. I'm just not going to say anything about it right now. I'll talk to you guys on Monday, and I'm not going to. I'm enjoy this win. So.
How do you think DJ bounced back from the interception and put together a 13-play drive after that?
Yeah, I mean that play was a nice play by the kid, and I thought PJ played really good football today. So I thought he protected the ball, and it's kind of hard sometimes when you're playing quarterback when you have a huge lead because you can't be super aggressive. We had a bunch of deep play actions in the game plan, and I found out pretty soon we didn't quite need them. So I thought he managed the game really well.
He was 10 for 10 targeting Christian McCaffrey. What does Christian do for this offense? Whoever's playing.
Yeah, I mean Christian. I mean we just made a commitment this week to utilize Christian in the passing game, and we ran some of those same plays in the mirror, and he caught the ball too. We just wanted to use the tailbacks. We knew that they're a big, strong physical defense. They were going to overload the box, and we were going to try to utilize our backs to try to throw the football early, and we did a nice job of that. I just want to make sure I clarify this one more time for everybody so there's no gray area. I'm not saying anyone's not starting. I'm saying I'm going to get on the bus and enjoy this win. So just so everybody, before the tweets go out, they probably already went out, I'm not saying anything because even if I knew it, which I probably do in my head what I'm going to do, I'm not going to say it till you're probably on Wednesday. You guys are going to ask me, and I'm going to say, hey, guys, I'm not sure yet. So just for on the same page, that is what it is. That was fun today. Let's let it be fun. Just watching guys play defense, watching guys run the football. I think we had 166 yards rushing. Watching guys score in the red zone, convert third. I mean, it was just good football all around. It was a lot of great football by a lot of different guys. And at the end of the day, we just asked every guy to play their best football because every guy's enough. And, we wanted to have a total team win, and that's what it was.
What do you think Joe Brady's sticking with the game plan, his ability to call the game?
Yeah, I think there's been a couple times where I've said, hey, we want to run the ball more, but pretty consistently when you guys asked me about Joe, I've said, hey, I think he's calling pretty good games. I mean, I watch the tape and I see guys open, and we've just been bad protection here. But I think you saw today there's a lot of guys open, and we made a lot of plays, and Robbie made some big catches, which we needed. DJ made a big catch, so I thought it was another well-called game by Joe.
And just real quick on that, is it fair to say the offensive line did their job in order to kind of protect the quarterback and allow Joe to call?
Yeah, I don't know. Did we have a sack today? No sack. I mean, 166 yards rushing and no sacks. I mean, that's part of the narrative. I mean, those guys went out there and they did an excellent job protecting. And I mean, that's a number 4. I think that's number 4 ranked defense we faced out there today. That's Buda Baker. That's Chandler Jones. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Dennis Daly went down. Brady Christensen stepped into the game. Trent Scott. I mean, if you looked at the starting lineup, 4 guys were starting who weren't starting, 4 or 5 weeks ago. So. That's an excellent job by Pat Meyer, but more importantly by those guys. Pat Elflein stepping in at center. Some good things there. Thanks, guys.
I'm really happy to come back here, get a W after everything that I've been through here, everything that happened this all season, and for us to go out and dominate and play a game like that, man, I'm extremely happy.
What do you feel like was the difference in the way you all played that allowed you all to be kind of as dominant?
And energy was just crazy today. Energy was on a different level, man, and it carried over every drive, man. It carried it, even coming out of there through halftime, man. It just carried over. So, yeah.
What were the things that you felt like contributed to that energy being high?
I couldn't even tell you. It's just I couldn't even tell you, man. Everybody was just on one today.
How much did Cam have to do with that?
Probably a lot. Now that I think about it, Kane, after I got the sack and came in and turned it into a touchdown, man. So really, team is in really high spirits.
Hassan, about that strip sack, right out of the chute,
Mm-hmm.
offense, the short field, how critical was that as a tone setter?
I didn't. Looking back at it now, probably was the spark. I was just going out there trying to be my best, and if that was the spark, man, then I'm happy it carried over. We was able to go out there and dominate and get a dub.
Did you learn anything about Cam playing with him for the first time that you did? Not on the field, but off the field when he brings to the sideline.
Cam's excited to be back. His energy is up. He's juiced to be here. Haven't learned about him much on the field other than what I saw today, but as far as being here and being back, man, he's ecstatic. He looks like he wants to be here, and he's happy he's back home.
How does a win like this kind of set the tone for you guys going forward?
Hopefully, it's that game and that push, to keep this thing going. Started off fast, had some downs, and been back and forth, up and down. So hopefully we can get this game to push us into the right direction where we want to be.
So I know you're not necessarily scoreboard watching yet, but did you all realize that the other three NFC South teams had all lost in that 1 o'clock window?
No, I did not. I didn't, which is good for us.
You think you guys are the best defense in the NFL?
I'm going to just say this. Playing really good football, man, and I just hope we lead that up to other people. We just worried about coming in, playing our brand of football, being physical, being fast, being who we are, and putting on performances like we did today. As far as who's the best, whatever, statistically, whatever, we'll let the numbers talk, and we'll let everybody else's opinions let them rank us. But we just concerned about being who we are and being the best defense that we can be.
Were you guys surprised that Arizona went for it on 4th down kind of early in the game?
No, I wasn't. After the way we came out, I wasn't surprised. They wanted to try to get the momentum back. Uncharacteristic of where they've been, they've usually been taking, chances on 4th down on their side of the 50. I was a little shocked to see them do it on our side, but I figured, they probably were trying to get some of the momentum back early so the game didn't get out of control.
Hassan, we heard some kind of old school jams being played at a loud level. Is that something you guys always do, or is that kind of a Cam touch?
No, we always play music, man, after a W. We feeling good. We want to celebrate, This was a big win today, and we wanted to celebrate it.
Who picks the playlist?
It's a mixture of people. I think Jaquan Jarrett might be running the playlist. I'm not sure, though. It's a mixture of people, I believe.
Cam, the biggest takeaway you got from, you want to go there? You have a question. If Cam can bring the energy he brought today in 8 plays, what do you imagine it'll be like next week after Antoine Rivera and he starts?
I'm not sure. I don't know what happens from here. I don't know how things are going to work out. That's something we just have to see next week. I always tell y'all, man, I don't know what goes on the offensive side of the ball. I stay true to that. I just worry about trying to get the team to play well and, trying to keep the defense doing what the defense does.
What was it you felt like the biggest thing you all learned about yourself?
Say it one more time.
What did you feel like the biggest thing you
that when we come ready to play and we bring that energy that we did today, we can kind of do what we want to do. It's just the fact that we have to continue it. We have to be more consistent and continue having games like this, or at least coming out with a W on the games that are dogfights.
Hassan, Rhule referenced something about this feeling like Atlanta. Is there something about being on the road that you guys kind of, I don't know, getting a foxhole together or whatever? What's different on the road?
I don't know what's different. We've won games on the road this year. We've lost games on the road this year. Can't really tell you what's the difference other than the energy, and that's about it.
All right, guys. Let him go.
All right. Y'all be safe. Go home.
Thanks, Hassan.
Went out there and got the win. That was most important. We had fun as a team, and we played great complementary football today. Defense played well, offense played good, special teams played well as well. It was a blast out there.
What do you think allowed you to have the success that you had today?
The guys around me, all those guys believe in me. They see the work that I put in every day at practice, and just to have those guys just had a trust in me to go out there and go out there and play my game is something that's special to me, man. It's a great feeling.
What was it like working with Cam?
It was awesome. Just we building as we go. It's probably like this is my third day around them, so we building as we go, and it's gonna be a fun rest of the season.
There were a lot of conversations on the sideline between the two of you. What were some of the things? Do you mind sharing some of the things that he was saying to you?
Yeah, just keeping the offense in rhythm. Just so much talk going on between. What we seeing on the field, that's mainly the main thing that we was talking about. What we seeing on the field, just different looks that we was getting, explaining to me different things that if a guy's here, he might be open here. So just great communication throughout the game, and that's something that I think that was helpful on the sideline.
DJ, you mentioned your rhythm. Sometimes kind of rotating
Yeah.
out like that can throw guys off. How did you stay on pace today?
Just go out there and try to handle business. It's an opportunity. You ain't gonna let it go to waste either. So for me, it was just go out there and handle business and be me.
Hassan said the energy today was crazy.
Yeah, it was different.
What made it different?
I think we all had a purpose and we all had a goal to go out here and win this football game. I think everyone on that sideline had that mindset, and we went out there. We proved them wrong today. We had a ball on the field, on the sideline. You felt the energy throughout the day. As every play went on, you just felt energy. You felt the guys on the defensive side of the ball when we was on offense standing up on the sideline. So that's all those small things that we look forward to as a team, and that's just helping us all build the chemistry that we need.
Did Cam have anything to do with that energy shift?
Always, just him being himself and just bringing the juice and bringing the energy that he brings helps the team a lot. It helps us all relax, get comfortable, and play great football. No, doesn't surprise me at all. Not one bit.
What was the thing after playing the Reds and y'all trying to figure out y'all celebrate?
We still trying to figure it out. It's a long rest of the season. We'll get it down packed by the start of next week.
Did you sleep well last night or a little restless?
To be honest, I slept bad, and it was crazy because I felt like the night just took forever to get through, and I felt like this morning just took forever to get here, and I just tossed and turned. I looked at my clock. It was like 4 o'clock at one point, and I was like, I still ain't go to sleep. I guess I was going in and out of sleep. So for me, it was just go out there and forget all the all the stuff that went on the night before or throughout the week. Just go play ball.
Peter, Matt talked about the game plan, the running backs developing a passing game.
Yeah.
How do you think you executed the game plan, and just how much is it a relief is having Christian out there?
Yeah, I thought I executed the game plan okay. Missed the one throw that I wish I could have back, but it's a game that you can't dwell on mistakes. We just got to move on and keep on going. I just know them guys out there on the field got my back, and that's one thing I can say about those guys. They're going to go out there and protect me, you know, whether I make a mistake or not. I know they're going to go out there and stand up to the challenge.
What do you feel like was the biggest difference in the offense compared to kind of previous?
The energy level, I would say. You know, us converting in the red zone was major, and that's something we've been struggling with. You know, the defense been giving us the ball at times and in position to score that football, and we've been coming down with field goals. So for us as an offense to go out there and convert in the red zone was major. I think that was great today.
I asked you the other day about before you got here, you were looking forward to playing with Cam.
Yeah.
But you never got that chance. You got a chance to do it today. So what was your overall impression, and what did you learn?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a long football game. You know, he continued to tell me to stay in the game, continue to just be ready, continue to just go out there and tell the guys up and down the sideline that we're gonna need to keep going. You know, it's a long game. It was fun out there though. You know, as the game goes and you winning and you having fun, you don't really pay attention to the clock and everything like that because everything else is just falling right into place.
This offense seemed to lack having fun under Sam, and I'm not blaming Sam, but is that something this group needed?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because when Sam was out there, he played great football games. When he did go out there and play some games, he had games where he played really well, you know. So I'm not going to sit there and say just because of that situation and everything, but I think overall today we came out to play, and as a team we came out to play really good football.
PJ, what did you prove yourself today as a quarterback in this league?
I could get the job done, you know, no matter the circumstances, and no matter what, it's football to me. You know, it's everybody gonna put on their pads the same way I do, put on their lace up their cleats the same way I do. It's all about going out there and executing, and I thought I went out there and executed well today.
I wanted to ask about Robbie Anderson. He lit up a couple weeks ago talking about how close you guys still are after the
Yeah.
days. You had the touchdown, a couple big completions for you. Did you see anything different from him today, his demeanor?
Yeah, Robbie got a pep in his step. He's been having it though for the past 3-4 weeks, and I know everybody see all the stuff that goes on the sidelines and things like that, but you know that's just the emotions and the love that he had for this game, you know. So I know him well. I know where his mind be. I know how he responds to things. So for me, it's just always try to calm him down and tell him that we're gonna find ways to get you the football and we're gonna help him out there. So like I said in the previous weeks, man, he been blocking really well, and that's something that I appreciate from him because I know how hard it is to go out there and block those guys, and he going out there and doing it.
You just made reference a few minutes ago to all the things that went on this week.
Mhm.
What were you referring to specifically, and what was the impact on you?
Yeah, just everything. Cam coming in on Thursday, me being named the starter throughout the week, and just going out there and having short-term memory. You know, everything that I went through this week was just, I think it prepared me for this game. And mentally, I was there. I was locked in. I was ready to go. Made a good few checks that I was proud of today. So that's something I was looking forward to.
If Cam does start next Sunday, is that tough for you, or do you understand?
I understand what's going on. I understand the game. I understand the business of it. You know, it will be what it will be. For me, it's just to go out there, prepare like I am the starter, like I do every week. You know, so for me, it's just to go out there, over-prepare the same way I did this week. I was well prepared this week, and I'm gonna be well prepared next week going into Washington.
That's all good?
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was a lot of fun, obviously. You know, the energy that he brings is, you know, unlike anyone I've ever met. So definitely good having him back.
Was it noticeable, that level of energy? Because Hassan said it was insane, the level of energy. How much did that have to do with Cam?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, you know, it's fun when you know, it's easy to have energy when you're winning. Obviously, you know, you got to make plays to have that. But even when, you know, there were lulls, you know, I mean, you guys know Cam, I know Cam. He's the same guy all the time, and that's important. And having somebody like that on the sideline and in the game is always fun.
In the red
I think it just makes, it just gives the defense another thing that they got to prepare for. He's a special player in every way. So it definitely gives, just once again, different looks for a defense to have to prepare for.
Christian, you and P.J. Walker shared a hug as you guys exited the field. What were you saying to him?
I was just so proud of him. He's somebody that just, puts his head down and goes to work every single day. Always has a smile on his face, always is positive. And, there was a lot of noise, going around him. And it's just such a cool story in and of itself, that he comes here and gets to start this week, and we beat a hell of a team on the road. And I'm just really proud of him, and it was fun playing next to him today.
What's it like seeing Cam in a Panthers jersey again? Is it like he never left, or is it deja vu? I mean, what's
Yeah.
that like today?
Yeah, it's like, my career just kind of doing this a little bit, and having him back and just seeing him again. We had a lot of good moments, when he was here, and having him back has just been great. It's been a lot of fun.
We didn't get to talk to you during the week after that move was made, but Matt made a real point of saying, like, this division is up for grabs. Like, we want to make this move and put ourselves in playoff position. Before you guys play today, the all other 3 NFC South teams all lost. Were y'all aware of that, and just what do you think it meant when you see them go and get a player of Cam's caliber?
Yeah, I think one thing that's consistent in our building is every single person wants to win, and that's, obviously the story has been Cam this whole week, but, one thing I see out of Cam that's no different than what I've ever seen before, but he's here to win, and everybody's here to win. Coaches, GMs, the equipment guys, everybody wants to win, and that means doing, whatever needs to be done to win. And so, we have a lot of guys that have been in and out of our team. We're trying to put not we, I don't make those decisions, but you know what I mean? Like, everybody's trying to put the pieces together because we know we can go win. I think it's important to know that, and I think today was a good example of the team that we can be. We saw it in the first 3 games. We saw it against Atlanta, and we know we can be. We know we can be special. It's just a matter of going out there and executing every week.
What having Cam in there mean for you, though, as far as teams keying on him, especially in the red zone?
I really just focus on my job. Whoever's at quarterback, whoever's in the game, I just do everything I can to, stay in my lane, and I'm available for whoever it is, and just make everybody's job easier as much as I can, and just be accountable and be there for my teammates.
You had the hard start, earlier this season, and then you had a stretch of games that you dropped. Now that you had the issue with Sam, going on IR, and also now with Cam back, did that give you a shot of confidence as a team to have him back in the roster going into the games that you've won the past 6 over the Cardinals?
Yeah, I don't know if confidence has ever been the issue, just execution, you know what I mean? And that comes from a lot of different things, and so I think the biggest thing that we're honing in on is not just confidence, but learning how to use that confidence and put it into execution, and not overcomplicate things, and just do our job every single day, and make plays.
Christian, were you trying to lobby to get back on the field there late a little bit?
Yeah, I always am. I was joking around, but you want to play, but I completely understand.
What was it like watching the way that was going, though? I mean, when the run game in Atlanta went really well without you in there, what's it like seeing those other guys contribute?
Oh, it's a blast. It's like you said, this is such a team game, and having that, keeping the momentum going, keeping the chains moving, and being able to get a rest and a breather, and then come back out fresh, and being able to continue to move the ball forward. I mean, I think that what our O-line did today, too, was a massive statement, and I want to give a shout-out to them because they were under a lot of scrutiny. There's a lot of noise talking about our O-line and disrespecting the way that those guys played, and they took that personally and went out there today and played a hell of a game. So, they're like the silent assassins, they only get mentioned when something bad happens. And, there are a lot of strong guys who, mentally and emotionally who can take all that criticism and continue to fight, continue to work, with guys down and injured, and step up and play a game like that and dominate like that was awesome.
Christian, we saw you last one today.
Yeah, I like, I guess I tripped on somebody's foot coming off the field. I kind of looked like an idiot tripping, and I remember thinking in my head, you know, I hope they don't think that I, like, stumbled. And next thing you know, Doc's coming over, like, we got to check you for a concussion. I'm like, concussion? What the hell? I didn't even get hit. What are you talking about? So I went in the tent, and, you know, they just had to make sure I was good. But, I didn't even get hit in the head. I think they just saw me stumble. So I guess got to keep my feet, I guess. But
I saw you rolling out your hamstring. 100%.
yeah, just trying to be proactive. That's all.
All right, thanks, Christian.
Thanks, guys.
Impeccable. Man, my boy Robbie had an unbelievable conversation last night over dinner. And it's great for things to come to fruition. I wouldn't even call it the new me, but I'm big on energy. And that feeling on the sideline collectively as a team, starting with PJ to the offense going out there and well, really the defense getting the turnover, that's a combination of a great team win on the road. That was a great team that we played. And, you know, just for it to come full circle, offensively, defensively, special teams, you know, it's great work.
Robbie, what kind of energy did Cam bring today? Was it different? Was it noticeable?
Yeah. But so from the moment bro got there, you know what I'm saying? It's like a dream come true. You know, to come to Carolina and then the brother come back. It's like really like a dream come true.
Well, Robbie, you had your frustrations over the last couple of weeks, so it's good to see you smiling again. Can
Yeah.
you tell or walk us through that 2-yard touchdown?
You know, we worked on that like a couple times. We worked on that a couple times, me and Cam, to get the timing of it down. That was like one of the first routes that we ran on Friday. And, you know, we just connected. We knew it was going to be there. You know, bro put on the money, and we executed.
Cam, when you ran onto the field in your uniform, you did your Superman kind of run, and then you took a moment to kind of take everything in. What was going through your mind in that moment?
Man, God is good. I could tell you that. And it was something about the significance of today, all right? Not only the return, this is the last college game that I played. This was the stadium I played it at. This was the first NFL game I played at. And for me to come back, you know, it was somewhat, you can't, it's crazy. You know, God working in my life right now, and I ain't hiding away from it. But I tell you this, in this morning's devotion, I was reading about Moses, and God spoke to Moses in the desert. Where we at? You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's so impactful, right? You know, it's trippy. You got the desert, you got, you know, obviously the Cardinals, you know, speak on the Red Sea. No disrespect to, you know, them, but I'm just floating at an all-time high frequency. It's almost scary. The conversations that I'm having, the people that I'm meeting, the things that I'm able to do, and I can't even take the credit. You know, I don't want to take the credit. I refuse to take the credit. This is all God's work. And, you know, to be able to, you know, come into a situation, and I told Robbie, I was like, Robbie, bro, your energy off. You know what I'm saying? So for him to come in today and have the type of game where we just scratching the surface, you know what I'm saying? So it's so many emotions that's going on in my head right now. And I just want to be obedient to Coach Rhule. I'm doing this with Robbie because I don't want to be the last one on the plane.
When you entered the end zone for the first time, you took off your helmet, yelled, "I'm back." Describe those emotions for you in that moment.
Well, I put it like this. This time last week, I was eating a bowl of cereal. Like, you feel me? So I told Coach Rhule it would never happen again, and it wouldn't. That one on me. But yet, I mean, I was eating cereal last week. You know what I mean? So that just puts things into perspective. You know, after going to church, being with my children, and, you know, really not even watching football. It was just about, you know, maximizing the person that I need to be. And so for that, it was just all just a rush of emotions. But yet, you know, I know a lot of people in the media, you know, the titles of the newspaper, the blogs and things like that, they want to make it about me. It's not about me, and I keep saying it's not about me. This was an impeccable team win. You know, I'm so proud of PJ for him to, you know, look down the barrel on so many different times and deliver the ball, as well as, you know, everybody pulling together. You know, it was exciting for us as a team to, as an offense, to take turns making plays. And then when we didn't, it showed. You know, it was real sloppy football. But yet, through it all, man, you know, I ain't got no complaints.
How much playbook did you know today?
2 touchdowns worth.
Based on what you said, you eating a bowl of cereal last week and what you've been through the past 2 years, and what happened in New England and what happened last year with the Panthers, you feel like yesterday's price is not today's price based on these 2 touchdowns that you had today?
Price going up. Angel investor. That's Kanye. Yeah. Shout out to the Donda.
Robbie, you said it was a dream come true, you know, with Cam's arrival.
Mhm.
Thursday, when you found out everything was going down, what did you feel?
I mean, personally, I was be kind of just excited. You know, me and DJ talked about it, and we kind of like heard that bro was in the building, so we figured, you know, and then DJ checked his Apple Watch and saw it. We was just, you know, happy and excited. You know, the crazy thing about it, like, bro re-signed back on 11/11. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man, it's so much, bro. You can put a microscope and you'll scare yourself to the real facts of how you want to look at it, you know. And it ain't, you know, it ain't by happenstance. And I'm here for a reason, and one of those reasons is to hold everybody accountable. I told Robbie that, I told DJ that, I told C-Mac that, I told D-Jack that, I told Gilmore that, I told numerous players, as well as coaches. Like, I'm no different than anybody else, and I want people to hold me accountable. I think the thing that I've learned as growth is, you know, who cares who gets the glory? Because at the end of the day, when you got a game like this, we all win, right? And as we keep progressing in the season, we got a big game coming up, which is our most important game. We're going to need a great week of practice, everybody pulling in the same direction, and playing Carolina Panther football. That's not mistake-free. That's just doing your job, you know, when your job is required for you to do it.
So could you have scripted it any better, though? I mean, to come out the first 2 times you touched the ball, you're accounting for a touchdown, and the energy that you mentioned, I mean, it's almost like a Hollywood script.
Man, I'm telling you, you can't make up a lie this good, you know. And I was talking to JJ, and it's a number of players that kind of get it, right? C-Mac knew, DJ kind of knew, JJ knows, guys like Drum, you know, they know, you know, my impact. And that's not to say that's something that I've created. I'm just blessed to be in a community that has accepted me with open arms. And who knew how today was going to happen? But I'm just trying to do my part, you know. I refuse to just take full credit because I wouldn't have got down there without PJ on a third down with C-Mac being resilient throughout the whole time. It's so many things that it's easy for people to kind of look over, but yet, you know, I really should thank C-Mac, and he gonna, you know, 2 times he got me down to the 1-yard line, and I just ate the scraps. So.
When you joined here, where do you feel like you could make the biggest impact when you were examining this situation?
It wasn't that. It's just, man, I'm thinking for the opportunity, you know, and it just starts with accountability first, personal accountability. And with me being different places, with me being different, you know, as a man growing, it's taking a step back, not as a football player, but as a man, as a human. Once you get to where you are today, it's the little things. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. It's the dinners. It's the cigar talks. It's the text messages. It's the you know, hey bro, come on now. It's those interactions as players that you miss. You know, games come and go. it's so many determining factors that goes into a football game. So you can't just sit up here individually say, I'm going to ball out. Because I'm going to ball out sounds individualistic, and that may just be, your statistics. That doesn't necessarily mean team statistics. So with that being said, man, I'm just here for accountability. And I just want to remind myself daily that, first off, a lot of people are watching. I know that. And that comes with me knowing that, man, I got to do right by it. I feel like I got a lot of people's attention right now, in the building, outside of the building. And, I still got a long way to go. We all, as a team, we're 500 right now. We lost games that, me going back and watching film, that we should have won. But yet it's still, like I said, keeping that microscope to the details and making sure every opportunity that we get, we maximize on it in a positive way.
This is by far.
Will, this will be the last question.
This is definitely the most tame outfit I've seen you wear on a game day.
Yeah.
Have you not had a chance to cross paths with Waleed yet?
No, see, the thing is, I ain't want to double up. So you ain't see the pregame Steves. See, this postgame Steves. You got to catch up to my mustard, you did? You know what I'm saying? But
how far along are you with the meeting?
Sheena, that was the last question. We have to go. We have to get on
I got you. I got you. I got you. I didn't hear the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just asking how far along you were on nicknames. This is okay.
Man, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. Keep in mind now, my first day at work was on Thursday. That's a work week. And you get to sit down and analyze situations. See, my dog, he know of me. He don't really know me yet. It's gonna take a couple more cigars, couple more dinners. You know what I'm saying? I paid last night. Next one gonna be on him. You feel me? They slid that in. You did. That's what. Yeah. Been in the NFL, everything public knowledge. Now, I'm still broke.
Robbie, how much does this offense need the energy and the fun that Cam brings?
I think like 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? 1,000%.
Keep pounding.